Hello, Dave. Good to have you. Looks like you're the lone wolf tonight. Good to see you, Dave. Hope your week's going well. We'll give it a few minutes, let a few more guys get on. Robert, good to have you, man. Stephen, good to have you. Hope you guys' week's going well. Jace, how's everything going? Michael, good to have you, man. Austin, good to see you. Glad you guys are jumping on tonight. Thanks for spending a Wednesday afternoon with us. Jerry, Justin, Cooper the Great. Harley, glad you got home safe, man. We were just wondering about that. Doing good, Jace, doing good. Already looking forward to this coming up weekend. Partied a little bit last weekend, but now it's Wednesday. I'm over that. Now I'm ready for this weekend. Looking forward to what I'm going to cook this weekend. I hadn't decided on what it's going to be yet, but always looking forward to it. John, good to see you, man.
Rain in Mississippi.
Solid rain in Mississippi. I hope it doesn't come this far, Jerry. Chad did not win the Chimp, but you had a chance, Chad. You had a chance.
Austin's been up 35 hours.
What in the world, Austin? Austin, that's dedication right there, buddy. That is dedication.
Laker player.
Bill, good to see you. Laker player, you just got a grill, didn't you? I think it was you that just got a grill. Glad to see everybody here and everybody doing well. Well, how's that going? Have you cooked anything on it yet? What's your first impressions? Give us a lowdown. Russ, what's up, my man? Good to have you in the house. Working nights, and today is my day off, so got to get stuff done. Austin, I hear you, man. It's like I say, piddling ain't easy, is it? Well, it's good to have you guys. I'm sure there's some more that's going to get on shortly. Getting ready to eat finally. Man, Russ, you eat like my brother. Well, y'all are an hour behind us, though, so all is forgiven there. But still, my brother, he doesn't eat till, well, he probably still hadn't eaten. John, good to have you. Jason, that's what I'm talking about. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. Well, I appreciate everybody. First ribs this weekend was the talk of the party. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. And if you don't, if you don't get anything else out of the live stream and about my channel, it should be that. Having friends and family over in your backyard and, just cooking, fellowshipping, and enjoying some good food. That's what it's all about. Cooking dinner on the tailgater. It's hard work.
Smokey Ray says waffles man in the
waffles man. That's what I'm talking about, Russ. Could be the best chicken quarters you've ever had, Russ. Well, Brandy cooked some tacos tonight, and they were possibly the best tacos I've ever had.
Whatever.
She's a beast on the Weber. Happy wife, happy life, Russ. So on these live streams, sometimes I don't have any idea the goat of tacos. There you go. Julius, good to see you. We had hobo dinners. Tacos here. There we go. It's hard to beat tacos. Listen, you can take anything you cook on any of your barbecue grills and put it in some kind of taco shell, and it's going to be good. I loved that pulled pork that we did Sunday, I posted the video on it with the Chimp. We had pulled pork tacos. Turned out great. Russ, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. But it's always difficult sometimes to, we always talk about Rhonda. Good to see you. Rhonda, I'm going to talk about you in just a minute. Don't worry, it'll be good, mostly. Sometimes we talk about what we're going to talk about tonight, and sometimes the answer is I don't have any idea. But then we start looking at things, and I start writing things down, and then I've got a whole half sheet of paper full of stuff. So we're going to try to cover some of this stuff, but it probably won't take too long. And then whatever comes up, that's what we'll talk about. If you guys have any questions, please ask them. I'll try to give you whatever answer that we can give you. And any topics that you have other than that, we'll talk about those too.
Rhonda, I gave him some before he left.
Carnitas. I love carnitas, and I've got a recipe. I've got a video that I did of carnitas, and I tried to make it traditional. I mean, I did some homework on it and tried to make it as traditional. And I know everybody may cook carnitas a little different, but I tried to get as traditional of a recipe as I could for carnitas. And I actually did them on the Watchman Stove. So Laker Player 99, check that video out. I did carnitas on the Watchman Stove and see what you think about it.
They were amazing.
They were really good. They had carnation instant milk. Wasn't that what it was? And that condensed milk in with it. That's one of the recipes that I got anyway. And man, it gave it a really nice sweet flavor to it, but it has some citrus in there too and all that stuff. So it was kind of crispy on the outside, but really tender on the inside. It was great. So check that video out and let me know what you think about it. But they turned out really good. It was a lot of work, but I would like to do that again because it was really worth it in the end. So don't tell Mac. I won't tell him. Let's see. Don't know what those carnitas. Stephen, you got to check it out. Check out my video on carnitas. I did it on the Watchman Stove. Turned out really good. Really one of the episodes that I really felt good about because, I mean, again, I did some research. It took a lot of work. I wanted it to be as traditional as I could make it. But again, it turned out really good. So y'all check it out and let me know what you think about it. But anyway, first things first, let's talk about the mailbag. And from Sunday, we talked about the mailbag a little bit Sunday, and now the first part of the week. Well, Monday, I come home, and it's got to where, Tuesday, yesterday, came home, there's nothing under the carport. I was a little disappointed because past couple of days, it's been like Christmas under the carport. And it's because of my subscribers. But Monday I get home, I told you about Justin sending me the griddle hack. And it's basically a griddle that's made to fit on my Silverbac Grilla Grill pellet grill. And that thing is awesome. And so I was looking, Sunday, Monday-ish, while I was at work and stuff about, I was thinking, I need to get some griddle utensils. Well, I get home and there's a box under the carport and I thought she had ordered something because I knew I didn't order anything. Well, it still had my name on it. So I opened it up and it's a Blackstone griddle accessory kit with the spatulas and the scraper and the oil bottles and a steamer lid. And I thought, what in the world? So again, Justin is the GOAT because he sent me the Blackstone accessory pack that I can use for the Grilla hack. And that's awesome. And, I've contacted Justin, and Justin's point of view is, I'm just sending them to you because I appreciate your channel and all that stuff, no strings attached. And I get that, I understand that. There's Justin. Man, was nervous you might have accepted. No, I was looking at those couple hours before I came home that day, and man, they're awesome. So Justin, I'm gonna get with you, and I know there's no strings attached, but I'm gonna send you a little Jus Piddlin package back to you just because I appreciate what you're doing. So thank you very much. So
You talking about the video you're gonna do on it?
yeah, and I definitely do a video on the griddle hack, and I'm probably gonna do smash burgers on it. I've been dying to do some more smash burgers anyway. I'd kind of planned on doing some on the Watchman Stove griddle, but this thing is going to be perfect for it. And so I think I'm going to switch the Watchman Stove griddle to a breakfast video, and I'm going to do some smash burgers on that griddle hack. So that's going to be awesome. That'll be the first video on it. So it's going to be good. So I appreciate all that. Thank you very much.
John.
Grill Hack has some great products. Yeah, they do. I think the whole package, the whole company, I guess, is called Barbecue Hack. I think it might be Grill Hack, but uh, that griddle hack is. I mean, the box. I had no idea what was in the box, and I picked the box up. I mean, it was heavy, 20, 30 pound range, and it is solid steel. Very well made. I mean, totally impressed with it. Seasoned it up, and it's seasoned up just like the griddle that I got with the Watchman Stove. Um, I threw some bacon grease on there, sauteed some onions, Vidalia onions on there. They were great, and didn't have anything else really I had planned to throw on a griddle. So I got 4 eggs out, threw those on there. They cooked great, non-stick already. I mean, just great. I mean, I couldn't be happier. And really, again, I was curious to see how that griddle was going to function on a pellet grill, and cooking with that pellet grill open and all that stuff. I mean, it did great. I mean, really, really impressed and surprised. The only thing I might do differently is I'm probably going to adjust it from 300 degrees that I had it set on that controller down to maybe 250 or 275 and see how that works. But just a little bit of playing with it. But man, that's awesome. I mean, that brings a whole nother aspect to that pellet grill. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. Please let her in.
I already did. Now she wants to go out.
Well,
I got her.
I got it, babe. I love your videos and your honest, Daniel. I appreciate that, and that's one of the things that I kind of want to get across too, and I'm going to talk about it probably some tonight. Is even though I don't own a RecTech grill, RecTech's probably hour and a half away, 2 hours away, probably. I'm probably about 2 hours away from Augusta, hour and a half.
About 2 hours.
And I think they make outstanding grills. I just don't own one. And I've said openly on my channel, really kind of partly because I don't own one. It's just they don't kind of fit kind of what I'm about or whatever. But I think they make outstanding grills. So that's awesome, man. I appreciate you watching. And again, here's the thing, it goes back to the Ford, Chevy, Dodge thing. Any recipe, like Russ, he's got a channel. Any recipe that I do on any pellet grill, even though you might not like that brand or don't have that brand, any recipe that I do on any of my pellet grills, you can do on your pellet grill, So that's what I wish more people would see, and kind of put aside the brand crap and just watch and learn and let's share ideas and recipes so we can all, enjoy each other's backyard and enjoy our backyards more. So that's kind of what I want people to get from my channel. And Daniel, I appreciate you sharing that and being a part of it. I appreciate that. And Russ, I've seen that pizza oven and was really curious about that too. And let her out. Max kick back watching from the patio. And before we go any farther, Mac and Rhonda, I guess they're probably both, Mac and Rhonda are probably both on here, and they're probably both on separate laptops, sitting beside each other, probably. But I want to congratulate Rhonda because, James, what's up, my man? Because Rhonda is a new owner of an Ironwood 650. And I happen to have their Ironwood 650 right out on my back porch. They're going to pick it up this weekend. And I say Rhonda because I know that Mac's never going to use it. Rhonda's going to be using it and cooking for Mac. But Rhonda, you'll be the one that's getting the enjoyment out of it more than Mac will, I'm sure. So, and see, they're both commenting right now, and they're not even, one's outside and one's inside. That's amazing. But anyway, it's out there ready to go with a couple bags of pellets. And Rhonda and Mac will be in the Traeger family of pellet grills, but I know that they're going to enjoy it and have a good time. So that's awesome for them. Congratulations to them. Ever had Al Pastor? Yeah. Well, I can't say that I have had like the traditional, the real deal Al Pastor. I've ordered it some, but like never the real deal beside your table. They're shaving it off. I mean, I've seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I've never had the privilege of actually doing that. However, we have booked another trip to Mexico in July. And if we could find a place that's doing the Al Pastor stuff, we're definitely going to stop in and try it because I love that style of cooking. I really do. That's good stuff. Yeah, Matt's going to enjoy the eating part of it.
You're welcome.
So that's good stuff. That's the first thing I was going to share. Also, a channel update real quick. I kind of enjoy doing this because I want to let you guys know kind of the state of the union, the state of a channel, because you guys are the ones that help this channel grow. And I want to let you know that I appreciate all of you. So I kind of want to start doing a state of the channel update during these live feeds. The pork butt video that I did on the Chimp, first of all, the pork butt turned out phenomenal. The smoke ring was great. It turned out really well. Me and Brandy's been eating pork butt for about 3 days.
We're done now.
We're done now. But, after about the second day, you start getting tired of it. And then 2 weeks go by and then you're ready to have another one. But turned out really great. That video has actually almost gotten up to 1,000 views in 2 days. So that's awesome. The Traeger 780 review video is about 844. The Chimp review is over 1,000. It's like 1,100 views. And right now, as of when the live stream started, we were up to 3,852 subscribers, which is great. I mean, I appreciate every single one of you. I never thought I would get 300 views, or subscribers. So thanks to every single one of you for all that stuff. Please keep liking and sharing my videos. All of you make it worthwhile, so I appreciate all that.
Ron said she's going to cook a butt for first cook.
That's that would be that's what I do with just about every new grill that I get. I cook a butt on it. So, and Rhonda, I'll run down all the ins and outs of it when y'all get here and all that stuff and make sure that you're ready for it when y'all take it back home. So, Gregor, I've talked to Russ several times about doing that. The problem is I'm in Georgia and he's in Mississippi. And if I do something with Russ, I would love for it to be in person. So I got to figure out a way to get out there where he's at and just, for real, collaborate and do something together side by side. I think that would be awesome. So I'm going to talk to Russ some more about it. Maybe we'll get up something this summer. I've got about 2.5 more weeks of school left, and we'll be out for the summer. And yeah, Russ, that would be amazing. I would love to do something like that. That would be the highlight of my YouTube career. So we'll talk about that some more and see if me and Miss Piddlin can get out towards Mississippi, Biloxi area, and work up something. That'd be awesome. GoFundMe for a Smoky Ribs Jus Piddlin collaboration. Oh, Kenneth, how you doing in Maryland? What? What part of Mexico? You can reply on my Facebook from California if need be. Awesome. Actually, it's going to be last year, and Jason, I did a video on it. It's on my channel, and I just did a kind of a collage of our trip last year. But it's Isla Mujeres. It's right off Cancun. You probably know where it's at. And we're going back the end of the first week of July. So really enjoyed it. And the thing I like about it is it's not so commercialized. And when you get out into the town area, it's really more of a traditional, just, natural Mexican town, little Mexican village. And a lot of cool people, very nice people. And we really enjoyed it. So we're going back again. And this time I'm going to, try to do some, if it works, maybe try to do a few live feeds from Isla and maybe share some of the food that we eat over there and stuff like that. So, but the closer it gets to that time, the more I'll kind of fill you in on maybe some ideas that I have and all that stuff. So I agree with you. He needs to be president of barbecue YouTube. Hey, I'll volunteer to be the VP. Absolutely. Eat, drink, and be merry, Russ. Awesome. Good deal, Jason. Yeah, and that's right. The more real people that you get involved with, the better off you are. Unless one of those real people is a guy that I don't know what his name was, but we call him the Tequila Man. But we met him, and he was the real deal down there in town.
We're going back to find him,
and we'll find him again. But I'll make a long story short. But we rented a golf cart, and we were going to go to the south end of the island and check it out that morning. But we had to go by the golf cart place to get some more fuel. Well, because it's an island, they have to wait on a vessel to come over and bring the fuel, and it wasn't there yet. It was 10:30 that morning, so we were going to ride around until 11ish and then try to go back. 10:30 that morning, we go by this guy, and he's waving us down and asking us if we need a parking spot. He had marked off with 2 cones, and we was like, no, it's all right. And Brandy spotted some fedoras, little fedora hats. All the waiters around our hotel had those on, and I wanted one. And she said, well, there's your little hats right there. So we pulled over there, and I got to bartering about them with the hat, and I go inside. Well, when I go inside, it's a whole store full of shelves of tequila. And they had flavored tequilas in there that they flavored and stuff. And So we agreed on a price for a hat, and then he asked me if I wanted a shot of tequila. So I went and got brandy off the golf cart, came in, and we had like 5 shots apiece of different flavors of tequila. It was 10:30 that morning. So
It was a good day.
it started off a good day and ended up a great day. But yeah, the real deal folks are legit. So pretty cool place. Um, okay, seen me free tequila. I mean, it was great, and maybe this time if we go back, maybe we can bring a bottle back. But um, I just wasn't sure about the whole customs deal, so we didn't this time last year, but maybe we will this time. So a couple shout outs real quick. I already talked about Justin Stanley, man. You're the bomb. You're the goat. Um, well, they were a little small, but man, they were good. That passion, he had a passion fruit tequila. That was the best.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one, I think it was caramel or something. It was okay, but that passion fruit was off the chain. I mean, it had
The original. We should have drank
real fruit in there and all that stuff. I mean, it was great. So we're definitely going back to find the Tequila Man. It was good. It was good. And that, it was. Well, if you check out the video, I've got a picture with me and Brandy standing with the Tequila Man, and you can see all the tequila behind us. So again, check out that video. It's on justpiddlinbbq.com or Just Piddlin BBQ YouTube channel, and you'll see me and her standing with the Tequila Man in there right after we just took 5 shots of tequila. So it's a pretty cool video. Y'all check it out. You'll pay taxes on the tequila and it's high. Yeah. Most of my best drinking stories are from Jalisco. Yeah. Never seen a place where a ranchero saw a young Jason Guadalupe. That's good. Oh yeah, you got a little mezcal there, Albert. Yeah, I've drank mezcal once too, and I actually ate the worm. And no kidding, that's probably some of the weirdest dreams I've ever had in my life. And that was the last time I ever drank mezcal or ate the worm. But it's always worth it one time, So shout outs. Talk about Justin. I need to give a shout out to Jason. And Jason is the guy that me and him actually worked out a trade thanks to my brother with the Traeger Timberline and the Kamado Joe Classic too. And Jason actually owns a business up in Noonan, Georgia. It's in North Georgia, and it's Ace Beer Growlers. And so basically his business is a beer growler place, has a lot of craft beer. And if you're into craft beers and that kind of thing, he's also a certified Traeger dealer. He sells Traegers in there as well, rockwood lump charcoal, and those kinds of things. So if you're into all that stuff, just give him a look, and that's at acebeergrowler.com. Acebeergrowler.com. It's Ace Beer Growlers in Noonan, Georgia. So y'all check Jason out, show him some love, maybe check him out on Instagram or something like that. And but really good guy, got some great craft beers and all that stuff. So y'all check him out. Rhonda and Mac, proud new Ironwood 650 owners. And now that we've talked about the Ironwood 650, let's see. All my good stories start one. Yeah, Dave, me and you are on the same page with that. Yeah, we're on the same page. Hope you take your camera and get some footage of Sammy Hagar at Cabo. Well, I wish, I'd love to go to old Cabo. But I just think, that's more that's really closer to California, and I lived in San Diego, and I just liked that area down in the Caribbean a little better, I think. And Harley says that Jason over at Ace Beer Growler sells outstanding steaks. So y'all give it a look. Check all that stuff out. Really good dude. Craft beer is to beer what great real barbecue. You're exactly right. Yeah, you're exactly right. I love craft beer. Love it. Now if I'm going to consume, 18 or 20, then it'll probably be the regular old stuff. But, if I want to sit on my backyard, listen to some good tunes and just enjoy and relax, I like a good craft beer, a good stout or a good porter or something like that. So, to my favorite YouTube barbecue couple, that's what I'm talking about. Just smoking some turkey wings. That sounds really good. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing. A signed dollar up on Cabo. That's pretty cool, Jace. They've got a place on Isla called Soggy Peso. I've never been there yet, but somebody that I work with has been there every time, and they say that the margaritas there are outstanding, but there's a limit of two because two's only as much as a human being should partake in. But they got a thing where I think one of the deals there is you go and you take a hat and they pin your hat up on the wall and your hat's in there forever. Thought it might be cool to take a Jus Piddlin BBQ hat and hang it up in Soggy Peso.
We can never get the patches.
If we can get the patches. I don't want to talk about that. 18 or 20. Dang, I thought I was a pro at 12. It's taking a long time to get here, It's taking a lot of experience to get here. Fun fact before I quit yapping. My dad helped Sammy Hagar get his first gigs, gave him lessons. Sammy mentions him in a book. I believe he is from Fontana and Dad was from Colton. Man, that is awesome. I love stories like that. And this is, I'm not just making this up because we're talking about this. There's two kinds of people in the world. There's a Sammy Hagar Van Halen, and then there's a David Lee Roth Van Halen. And I've always been a Sammy Hagar Van Halen type guy. So that's where I fall on that issue. That's a cool story there. And I've got cool stories similar to that. My uncle in Tennessee, my uncle knew Charlie Daniels before Charlie Daniels actually got any kind of record deal or anything. Sometimes he'd see Charlie on the way back up to Nashville, and he would say, Charlie, where you going? I'm going back up to Nashville to sing a little bit. And then one day my uncle turns on the radio, and Charlie's on the radio. So pretty cool stuff. Cool stories. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, want to share with y'all an idea I have and see what y'all think about it. A full-time RV and the Chimp has been awesome. Use it all the time. Can't beat it. It did an awesome job on that pork butt. And the thing that I noticed the most about it was, number one, the alpha controller worked perfectly, switching it from regular pro mode to the PID mode. But the other thing I noticed was I cooked a 9.5 pound butt in 9.5 hours, cooking it at 250 to 275. And most of the time, again, I said it in my video, I think, I usually only get 8-pound butts. That's kind of the range that I like to stay in. But it usually takes 9 or 10 hours for me to cook an 8-pound butt. So I don't know if it's the smaller barrel keeping the heat closer to the meat that kind of, maybe sped up the cooking process a little bit. But I was really impressed with it, and the flavor turned out great. So full-time RV, yeah, that sounds terrible, don't it? Maybe I can start doing that. But I got an idea, and I told Harley was here earlier, my brother. He was here early. I tried to talk. First of all, if he's still in here, y'all give him a fit because I tried to get him to come on here and be on here live with us, have an all-star on the show. And He was too busy. So y'all give Harley a fit about that. But I told him I was thinking about this too. I think I'm going to customize or pimp out my Traeger 780. I already got a plan for it. But it's going to be painting. I'm going to do the lid orange, some of the braces on the legs orange, maybe the smoke cap orange, and the lid on the hopper orange, and then put a Jus Piddlin sticker on it. After I paint it, peel it off so you see the Jus Piddlin BBQ sticker on it. Just kind of pimp it out a little bit, make it a little more customized, a more Jus Piddlin certified thumbs up approved version of the Traeger 780. So y'all, it's not going to be Clemson orange, Stephen. It's not going to be Clemson orange. It's going to be Jus Piddlin orange is what it's going to be. Actually, it's going to be whatever orange that I can find in a high temp engine color. But I would think I'm going to do it. Actually, Jace, I know I'm not going to sandblast it. I'm not going to sandblast it. I think I can put it right over the original powder coat. I'm going to try it anyway and see what happens. I'm just going to roll the dice and see what happens. Y'all let me know. I mean, if y'all have experience doing that, let me know what I need to do. But I can't afford it. I don't know anybody that could do it. So I'm not going to sandblast it. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. But anyway, wet sand, yeah. Now, and you're right. I'll probably wet sand it, but I'm not going to sandblast it. I can't do that. But I'm going to do it. I'm gonna pimp out Jus Piddlin style, the Pro 780, and do it. So within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do it because I've already thought about it, and now I can't quit thinking about it, and it's got to happen. So it's going to happen. So, and probably what I'll do is what?
He builds power lines. That's why he's full-time.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Cool. I got you. Yeah, scuff it up. Definitely do that. Yeah. And then I'm just going to go for it. I'll probably get me a half a cooler of liquid encouragement, and then, yeah, look at Russ. Do it. Yeah, I'll call Russ and say, yeah, should I do it? And he's going to say, do it. So then I'll do it. And then when it comes out terrible, I'm going to say, well, Russ told me to do it. So, and then if we do a collaboration, I'll just drag it to Mississippi.
Justin, he always has liquid encouragement.
Not always. Not always. That's not true. Not always.
Yes.
So that's my idea for that. Okay.
Kid wants to know if you're going to do a video on that.
Am I going to do a video on I probably won't do a video on the customization.
It may be a blooper video.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. If I tried to do a video, it would turn out being a blooper video, and I don't want to do that. So
UT orange. There you go, Earl.
There you go, Earl. That's what I'm talking about. See, Earl knows Earl, we're tracking. And sign it. This me. Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm not even going into that. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good one. I may take some like before after pictures, post them on Instagram or something like that. I don't know if I would video that because there's probably going to be some profanity going on in that and all that stuff. So I try to keep it kind of user friendly. When can we see a 25 to 50 yard shootout, then barbecue with you, Russ, and the gang? I'm in. I am in.
Max says he's bringing the Jaeger. When you paint the video, paint the.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll look like a kindergartner painted it. Real quick, last night. Yeah, was it last night? Yeah, last night I smoked 2 hamburger steaks on that Pro 780. And then I put a cast iron skillet on there, preheated it, threw some bacon grease in there with some Vidalia onions sliced up, some mushrooms, put some gravy mix in there, made some brown gravy with onions and mushrooms with some asparagus grilled in there. And the hamburger steaks, the Vidalia onion mushroom gravy, off the chain. We had the rest of it for lunch today, but outstanding job with that. It did a perfect job on those hamburger steaks. Little hint of a smoke ring around the hamburger steaks. Turned out great. That was actually the hamburgers, the ground beef from Butcher Box. So turned out really good. Would you agree with this? If you were to cook any meat on a Traeger or Grilla or Rectech or Memphis, the meat, you would not be able to tell a difference. Yes, I would totally agree with that. I've said it before on my channel. All these people that argue back and forth about this, this grill is better, this grill cooks better, this grill cooks better, grill wise. If you put a piece of meat on all of those grills, same quality piece of meat, same season, same temp, same time, and hand it, they're not going to be able to tell which one was cooked on which. They're just not. Why? Well, because it's all pellets. It's all, it's all the same process. And let's be honest, every pellet grill is mirrored off of the same premise, off of the same process. An auger takes the pellet to the fire pot, starts it up, a fan keeps it going, all that stuff. Y'all know all that stuff. So the only difference between pellet grills, in my opinion, is not the flavor. It's going to be the construction. Like Yoder, for example. I'd love to have a Yoder YS640 out there on my back porch. Gregor, man, thank you so much. Hey, that's going in the Russ Jones Mississippi trip jar. I appreciate that, Gregor. But the value, the decision making comes in with, the construction, the customer service you're going to get, all that stuff. That works into what pellet grill that you want to purchase. So, but as far as flavor goes, you can put the same piece of meat on 5 different pellet grills, and I don't think you're going to be able to tell much difference between any of them. So totally agree with you on that. Did you do the steaks like you did it in your no flip burger video? Hold on, let me back up. I just started with some air rifles from Airgun. Fun and affordable. I've never messed with the air rifle stuff. I love shooting AR-15s. I love them. I need to get me another one. The last one I had tricked out pretty good. Marine Corps, I shot expert. I actually shot range high out of 400 guys that were on the range. I love shooting. The burger steaks, okay, so go back up a little bit. Did you do the steaks like you do it in your no flip? Yeah, I don't flip them at all. And the excuse me just a minute. The ground beef from Butcher Box, because it's grass-fed, grass-finished. So and so when you put, especially a big hamburger steak, if you try to pick it up, it tries to fall apart. So what I do, and I've made several videos doing these burgers where I put the Parmesan cheese, and that's the powdered Parmesan cheese. I put those in the burgers. Well, I did the same thing with those hamburger steaks, and that really acts as a binder so that they don't fall apart. And then once I get them patted out, put them in the fridge for 15, 20 minutes so they kind of start solidifying back up. because when you work with that meat with your hands, just the warmth from your hands starts to kind of make the fat and all that stuff to where it doesn't well. So put it back in the fridge for 15, 20 minutes. By then, your grill has heated up, and then just put them on, leave them alone. You don't have to touch them again. And man, they come out perfect. So, just cook them to the proper internal temp and then take them off. So I don't flip them at all. Didn't have to do anything to them. So great question, though. Great question. So, yeah. Kip, we're fixing to talk about that in just a minute. Done at a Silverbac and a Yoder YS 640 and couldn't taste it. Yeah, I mean, and Stephen, I would think that you would probably agree that YS 640 is probably built, even though the Silverbac is built like a tank, that Yoder is built like two tanks. So I don't think anybody would argue with that. But as far as taste goes, they're going to taste pretty much the same. It's the longevity. It's kind of those kind of grills. When you get up into that kind of money, it's not just something on a whim you go out and buy. That's an investment, in my opinion. So you want to make sure that you're going to get something that's going to last. So Austin, no flip burgers was dinner tonight. Awesome. Good stuff. And now on the topic of kind of what they were talking about, there's got to be a goat. There's got to be one that's better than the other, right? Yeah, 485 pounds on the Yoder. That's massive. And that's what I'm going to talk about right here. And Brandy's going to make a comment or say her face is going to do something in a minute. But I have decided that I'm not commenting on any more Facebook groups. I'm not going to do it. As far as people asking for advice openly on a Facebook group, especially if it has to do with pellet grills. I'm not doing it anymore. And I'm going to make this long story very short. But basically it's because these people on pellet grill groups, when they openly ask for advice.
I agree, Harley.
Oh, God. They really don't want your advice. They want you to tell them what they've already decided that they're going to do, or what they have already decided what the problem was, or what they have already decided where they're going to buy their grill, or what brand they're going to buy. And if you say something that they didn't decide to do anyway, then all of a sudden they're mad at you. And everybody else that's on there that agrees with them is mad at you. And so it goes back to the saying, I got a guy I coach football with, and he said it first, and I have said it for years since then, but he used to always say, when you try to do something good for somebody, somehow it always turns around flipping back on you bad. And he used to always say that no good deed goes unpunished. So anytime you try to do a good deed and just help somebody out, somehow you always end up with mud in your face. And so, I started commenting on this stuff because people would say, man, I had a problem with my grill. It did this, or, I had a problem with this meat. It was too dry, or, so I try to help them out. I just want to help people try to have successful cooks and enjoy their backyard. But I'm slowly learning that I can't fix everybody. I can't fix everybody's problems because 90% of them don't want to listen to you anyway. Long story short, a guy was trying to buy a grill and he was going to buy one at one of the big box stores. And I told him I didn't recommend doing that. Buy one from a certified dealer. Well, mud in my face and everybody's mad, and everybody wanted to tell me how they had bought one from their box store and they love theirs. Well, great. Then love it. So I'm just done.
Hey, Mike.
I'm done with them. So if any of you guys or any guys that you know or you see anything, if any of you guys or anybody you know that have questions, if you guys want to message me, Instagram, Facebook, email, on my channel. If you want to send me a question personally, I will answer you. But people that are just openly asking questions for all the world to answer, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not even getting in it, because not only do they not want your true answer, but there are so many people out there giving so many terrible answers and advice. I can't even believe. I want to eat my hat. It's so bad. I mean, it's almost dangerous, some of the advice that people are giving other people, and such wrong advice. I mean, just wrong. It's not even an opinion. It's just wrong. And I'm thinking, oh my God, don't do that. But I just can't, I can't do it. Those Facebook groups are the definition of human insanity. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane.
You're exactly right, Eddie.
It's insane. So, and Eddie, to Eddie's point, here's the other thing. Anybody that's watching, besides these guys that are already on here, because I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody else that's watching out there, and please, you guys know me, I'm not egotistical, and this is going to sound that way, but I wish some of these people would watch Jus Piddlin BBQ for just a couple times and hear what I'm saying. But you can't, these people are asking for help. You know, a guy was asking the other day about his pit barrel cooker, and he just can't get to get the right temp and time and all that stuff. And he's just asking for help. But you can't ask a honest, legitimate question and just get an honest, legitimate answer anymore, because you've got so many people, so many adult men out there that are still trapped in their little 6-year-old mind, that the only answer that they can give anybody is just a smart ass answer. And that's the only way I know to put it. They can't give somebody an honest answer. They've got to talk about the guy's mama or his wife or his kids, or, you know, if it's a pellet guy, you got to put pellets in it first. Oh, you got to plug it in first. You know, they've all got a smart ass answer, partly because they really don't know enough to give them a true answer. But it's like they can't, you know, I mean, are you 35 or 40 years old, or are you 5 or 6?
Good night, Mark.
So so I'm done with it. I'm not commenting on any of those Facebook groups anymore. If somebody needs some help or want a recipe, I may send them a link to one of my videos, but that's as far as I'm going. If any of you guys have questions or anything like that, hit me up on my Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger or email or on my channel, and I'll answer you guys, no doubt about it. But if it's just a wide open World Wide Web question that all the buffoons can answer, I'm not getting into that anymore. Not doing it.
I'm good, Mike. I'm exhausted from school, but I'm good.
I'm doing good too, Mike. Thanks for asking. Mike just got through watching somebody else's channel and decided he got.
Been in the wood shop.
No, he hadn't been in the wood shop. Yeah, he's
shop.
got his computer in his wood shop, probably watching somebody else's YouTube channel.
Oh.
I'm playing second fiddle again, Mike. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got for the Facebook stuff. I'm not doing that anymore. And Russ, me too. Russ said people have added me to groups without asking, and I just unfollow as soon as. Yeah, me too. Me too. And some of the stuff that I get solicited now, Russ, I'm gonna tell you. I told Brandy maybe tonight. With the number of subscribers that you have, I know the number of subscribers that I have, and now it's hard for me to keep up with, you know, Instagram and Instagram messengers, Facebook Messenger, emails, and all that stuff. And then you got all these groups, and then you got people sending you stuff and friending you, and so you accept it, and then you look on it and you're like, whoa, I don't want any of that. You know, it's some chick on a pole or something. I don't want any of that. So
No,
you
we
know,
ain't having none of that.
it's like I mean, it's crazy stuff.
Austin's making.
Russ, I do have a question for you that and Russ, I know you get solicited by a lot of people and a lot of companies and a lot of stuff, but I had an interesting email earlier today, and I may get with you maybe sometime tomorrow afternoon and just see if this has happened to you and if you have any opinions on it. So I may get with you tomorrow on that if you don't mind. You've been a big help to me and my channel, I can tell you that. So
Like I said, you were on
whenever
a roll.
you brought
I
it,
did tell you hello.
now, my roll's over, Mike. I'm done. I'm done with that. Harley, Harley, I'm telling you, Harley's like a stick. He just keeps poking, you know.
It doesn't take much, Harley. You already know
Harley,
that.
it's mostly Harley's fault
No.
that all this stuff happens.
No.
So
We tried to get you the other night to get off of there. I went to bed. You stayed up 2 hours later.
I had to turn my Facebook fan page messages off. Unreal. Yeah, and you know, Russ, you really hate to do that though, right? I mean, you shouldn't have to do that. Part of the deep state. There might be something to that. There might be something to that. That's for real. Okay, I appreciate that, Russ. Um, what else I got? Oh, just and I'm sure most of you guys are aware, Memphis in May is coming up. Uh, you know, I wish I could go to it. I can't go to it. I can't get anybody to invite me to go or anything like that. But my brother, my dear sweet brother, he's going to Memphis in May, and so anybody that's going to be over at Memphis in May, um, no matter what affiliation, Eddie, if you're going to be over there, Memphis in May, if you're lucky enough to go, if you see some guys walking around in Traeger, pick the ugliest dude, and that's probably going to be my brother. Just go up there and holler at him and tell him hey and all that stuff. But Harley will be there and enjoying himself and all that. So anybody that's going that way, y'all have a big time.
Harley's not going.
Huh?
Harley's not going.
He is going. Yeah, he's a lie and deceit. Lie and deceit. He's going. He'll be there the whole week. I mean, I have people wanting to run ads on my page every day. Same thing. My fans know how to come. Yeah, I agree with that. Agree with that, Russ. And I don't know if this thing is kind of what you're talking about. So I just want to hit you up with it and see what you think, if you've heard about it or whatever. So I don't want to get into something that ends up not being good at all. So Eddie, I appreciate you being here. By the way, Rick, bless you, man. I appreciate you being here. Rick, now see, I just said I appreciate you, and now you're taking up for Harley.
Been on here for a little while.
I know, I saw him, but then I was on a roll, like Mike said. So,
Harley, you know I got your back.
Man, it is always your fault, man. It is. So that's Memphis in May. Oh, here's another good. This is a good topic, by the way. And I just caught this at the last minute. This was something actually came good off of Facebook. And you guys know that I get asked a lot about different brands of grills and stuff like that. And then when I give my honest opinion about a brand of grill, everybody gets freaked out and triggered and cry and all that stuff because I didn't agree with the purchase they made and all that stuff. So again, no good deed goes unpunished. But here's why I always do that. And it goes along with this article that I just saw. And it was on Facebook, and Shane Draper shared the article, by the way. So Shane D, Pitmaster Shane D, shout out to him over at Grilla Grills. I hear you, Russ. I feel you. Me too. Man, that's good. So on Facebook, Shane Draper shared an article, and it was called, basically, I didn't write down the whole thing because I wrote in shorthand and I don't really know what it means, but something along the lines of can Kamado Joe save Big Green Egg? I know that sounds kind of weird, but this has been my philosophy the whole time about grill brands. And I hope nobody takes offense to this, but a lot of guys that are backyard barbecue grillers are too ignorant to see it. And you'll see what I mean in just a minute. But it's just like the Ford, Chevy, Dodge thing again. These RecTech folks will fight you if you say Traeger just come out with a better grill than that new RecTech. The Traeger people will fight you if you say Grilla Grill just come out with a new whatever that's better than theirs. The Grilla Grill folks will fight you if I even use a different grill in a cook other than the Traeger or other than the Grilla Grill. Why'd you pick that one over? You know, and it just keeps going. Green Mountain Grills, Camp Chef, on and on and on. And it's almost like the backyard barbecue guy only wants the brand that they purchased to be the best. Here's the problem with that. Big Green Egg was the best for years. For years. They were the best. And they never really had any competition. And because they were the best, but never really had any competition, they stayed exactly the same. They had no real competitor. And so what you were basically stuck with was if you wanted a Big Green Egg, you were stuck buying a Big Green Egg. And you were also stuck buying a carriage or a table and all of the accessories that come along with it. Because there was no competition. I'm a firm believer that I'm glad that Traeger is up in their game with their grills, because that is going to make Grilla Grill step up and make sure that they're on top of their game, and make sure RecTech stays on top of their game, and that so-and-so stays on top of their game, and everybody keeps, it's just like when I coach football. If you had a running back that had nobody coming up behind him to push him to be the best, to push him to stay in the number one starting spot, he didn't really try, because he knew who's going to take my spot. Okay. But if a new guy moved in from another county who was their starter and was a little bit faster, a little bit bigger, had a little bit better bench press, then all of a sudden our starter, you started knowing him hustling a little bit more at practice. And that's what I'm talking about with these grills. I think it's a great thing that other grill companies come out with better products, more innovation, maybe a different way to do things, a different controller, or a different, reverse flow stick burner, for example. Or it doesn't matter what kind of grill you've got, as long as somebody keeps pushing the envelope to make things better. That's going to make their competition be better. Otherwise, you get toward the same thing that happened with the ceramics and Big Green Egg. And so I think it's good, not for the grill companies. I think it's good for us, people like me, people like you, who are using their grills in their backyard. Even though if you're a Ford, Chevy, Dodge guy, if Dodge ups their game and you're a Chevy guy, that's good for you, because that means Chevy's going to have to do the same thing. And it's the same thing with all these grills. And so, guys that own these grills, they get mad at you if they say, so-and-so, they just come out with a grill and it's legit. It's going to compete with so-and-so. They get mad about it. Why would you get mad about it? That's only going to benefit us. And when I say us, it doesn't matter what brand of grills you own. Us, as in the backyard barbecue griller, we're all in it for the same reasons. And it's all going to benefit us. So that's just the way I feel about it. And that's what I got out of, and granted, I was speed reading, just kind of getting the gist of what the article was because we were fixing to go live. But that reminded me of what I have thought for a long time, which was that kind of competition only helps prevent complacency on these grill company as far as they go, and it's only going to help us in the long run. And that's just kind of the way I see it. Do you grill on a charcoal grill also? If I'm honest, most of my grilling is done on a Weber kettle. Daniel, I have 4 pellet grills right now. I have a Watchman Stove, which is real stick wood or charcoal. I have a Kamado Joe Classic 2, which obviously is charcoal. I have a pit barrel cooker, which is obviously charcoal. And I had a Weber kettle, but I'll be honest with you, with all the grills that I've got, I just never used it. And so I gave it to my oldest son, who has actually started his YouTube channel and is using the Weber kettle. So, yeah, I love cooking on charcoal. I love cooking on real wood. My favorite thing to cook on the Watchman stove is real wood, but sometimes it's more convenient to just do the charcoal. But I will say, as far as charcoal goes, flavor wise, and Brandy too, I love the lump charcoal flavor using hickory chunks on that Kamado Joe. Everything that I've cooked off that Kamado Joe so far has been perfect. I haven't done a video on it yet because I'm trying to catch up on doing videos on my other grills and stuff. But I will be doing a Kamado Joe video. But, maybe it's the lump, and I'm using rockwood lump charcoal. But maybe it's the lump. But I also think the proximity between the charcoal and the grill grate has something to do with it. The Weber kettle, the proximity between the charcoal and the grill grate is a lot closer. And so sometimes I just feel like that charcoal flavor was almost a bitter flavor, whereas that lump in that Kamado Joe is more of a natural wood type flavor. Would you think so? So she normally doesn't like stuff off of a charcoal grill, but everything that we've cooked off of that Kamado Joe, she has liked. True?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we do a little bit of it all. And, Daniel, that's a good question because, and I apologize for this, it seems like I talk a lot more about the pellet grill scene. And I hope that Kamado Joe changes it. And I want to get back to cooking on that Watchman stove. It seems like it's been a long time since I've done a video on the Watchman stove. And I love it. Harley's got a Watchman stove. He loves it. He says that when they cook burgers at home, he would rather cook burgers on that Watchman stove than anything else. So, yeah. Same thing with iPhone and Android. Back and forth with new features. Constant change to win the sale. That's right.
Good night, Albert. Hope you feel better.
Albert, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Albert. Albert, he's a fairly new now pit barrel cooker owner. He's been cooking a lot of good stuff on that pit barrel cooker, and I love that. And mentioning the pit barrel cooker, I'm not gonna make this a long discussion. And since we got Russ in here, Russ, you tell me what you think. But there was a guy again the other night that was having all kind of problems with his pit barrel cooker, and I've talked about this before. And I don't know why it bugs me that it bugs me, but it does. I can't help it. I can't help it. But he had a pit barrel cooker and he couldn't, it's cooking too fast and it's cooking at too high of a temp. And he's added temp gauges, got his drill and drilled holes in there and put temp gauges in there. And he's got his electric temp probes that he's sticking up in there on the grill grates and monitoring this temp, monitoring that temp. And I still can't get it to slow down. And, it's burning my ribs and, all this stuff. Well, again, that pit barrel cooker that I've got out there looks just like it did when I got it out of the box. And when I got it out of the box, I don't know about everybody else, and maybe they're making them different than mine. But when I got mine out of the box, mine was perfect. I haven't added a temp gauge. I haven't stuck a temp probe in it. I've got an iGrill Mini out there, and I've never used it in the pit barrel cooker. And I think I'm probably going to do a video on this topic with the pit barrel cooker. And the first part of it, I've already thought about the intro to it, and it's going to be really sarcastic. And I can't help it because it's bizarre. It's again, there's guys with that pit barrel cooker that have put sliding doors on the bottom instead of the original, set it with the set screw and just leave it alone. No, they've went and bought parts off of a Kamado Joe and put on the bottom. And they've got big, gaudy temp gauges on the lid. And they've got motorized fans that they're sticking in there to help control this and that. And, it worked perfect straight out of the box. It's perfect. And I know there are people, if they watch this, when they watch the video that I'm going to do, they're going to be gouging their eyes out because they're going to be saying, but yeah, what temp are you cooking at? I don't know. When I cook on a pit barrel cooker, that's one reason why I like cooking on it. I've got 5 grills out there with temp gauges on it. 4 of them are electronic temp gauges. That's why I like going back and cooking on the Watchman Stove or the pit barrel cooker because they don't have any gauges on them. They don't have any controllers on them. The only controller they've got is me. That's what I like. And so when I cook on the pit barrel cooker, I don't have any idea what temp I'm cooking at. No idea. And I don't care because everything that I've ever cooked off of that pit barrel cooker has been good. Everything. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've cooked pork butts on the pit barrel cooker, chicken halves on the pit barrel cooker, ribs.
Turkey.
I can't tell you how many slabs of ribs I've cooked on that thing. I've cooked a turkey on that thing. I've cooked chicken wings. I just did a video not too long ago, pit barrel cooker chicken wings on there. Everything has turned out perfect on there. What temperature did I cook them out? I have no idea. All I know is that every time I set it up the same way and every time it cooks the same way. That's all I need to know. What temp? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. When you a grill like the pit barrel cooker, when you put a temp gauge on a grill like that, you have opened up Pandora's box for your brain because now your brain is chasing that temp. That's all you're worrying about anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't care anything about that. There's no need to do that to the pit barrel cooker. Noah put enough research and development into that pit barrel cooker to when he released it, if you set it up exactly like they tell you to, it's perfect. Now, sometimes if I see that it's not really smoking anymore and it's starting to die down after a couple of hours, I'll go out there and I crack the lid a little bit. Then I go get one of these and I listen to some tunes. I find a new playlist on old Spotify. Might take a dip in the pool. And then I look back over there and by God, it's smoking again. And then I go back over there, shut the lid, and it's fine. I am the controller. not that little box under the hopper on a pellet smoker. And that's what I like about it, you know? So I don't do it. Don't do it.
Gregor, I was named after that song, by the way.
Oh yeah, Looking Glass sings that tune.
Mm-hmm. Harley.
Set the bottom vent to your elevation and don't obsess over temps. Just let it do what it does and turns out great every time. Russ, sometimes I think, I'm glad you said that because that's just like it comes out of my mouth. Sometimes I just think maybe I'm the weird one, you know? Hardly I don't need a comment from that. Sometimes I just think maybe I'm just weird. Everybody else is adding, all that stuff that I just mentioned to them. Basically, what they have created is a Weber Smoky Mountain, and almost into a pellet smoker. By the time they add the electric fans and all that stuff, they already sell a Weber Smoky Mountain. If you want a Weber Smoky Mountain, go buy one. You bought a pit barrel cooker. And here's the thing: the most logical. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I think it's logical. Why would I spend $400 on a grill that I've got to bring home and then modify? Why would I do that? I don't understand.
Harley turned the pit barrel cooker into a hot rod. See? Oh, Lord.
I'm not even reading that.
Okay, well, you're not going to read any of these either.
With a supercharger. That's awesome. One of the best briskets I've ever done was done on the pit barrel cooker. Whole packer brisket. That's impressive there now. But, Russ, what temp did you cook it at? How long did you cook it? How did you know what the temperature was? I mean, sometimes you don't need to know. I'm beginning to think that today's human beings, the more they know, the worse off they are.
Good evening, Matt.
Matt, what's going on, man?
Me and Mike's talking about my song.
Have you seen the video of the guys who made a smoker out of the old stove? I did see that. That's pretty good.
Austin, he doesn't need any more ideas.
Well, and that's what I think. They're forcing it to be a grill that it wasn't intended to be. And therefore, they're having problems that it wasn't intended to have, is what I think. I'm telling you, I'll go ahead and tell you. I'm going to go ahead and here's a, what do they call that? Spoiler alert. Here's a spoiler alert, a precursor to the video that I'm going to make for the pit barrel cooker. But I'm going to get that pit barrel cooker out there. And when I open up the video, I'm going to get my circular saw and put on top. I'm going to get my miter saw and put beside it. I'm going to get my jigsaw and put on there, my sander, my drills. What else? Maybe some wood glue. I don't know. All kind of stuff. Every tool that I've got, I'm going to put all over it. And I'm going to say, hey, guys, I'm fixing to accessorize my pit barrel cooker. But then I'm going to throw all that crap away and tell everybody why that's not necessary. It's unbelievable to me what they do with all that stuff. Unbelievable. I haven't done a hot and fast brisket. And people are doing hot and fast pork butts as well. Jace, it would be interesting to do. Maybe that's something that I need to, think about maybe just doing one time to see how it turns out. But I guess that has to fit into your style. I know old Cosmo, he does hot and fast all the time, and I think that's more his style. He's kind of that kind of guy. Me, I'm just kind of a low and slow kind of dude, But for me also, low and slow kind of lets you partake a little more throughout the cook. Russ probably going to agree with me on that.
Look, Holly said Russ has done one.
Russ probably has. There's not much that Russ hadn't done, but I bet you Russ is going to say he would prefer to do. Well, I hadn't even got it out of my mouth yet. I didn't care for the hot and fast. Not enough smoke flavor for my liking. That's a good point too. I like my point better, which was you get to partake more throughout the cook than hot and fast.
Mike, he's not going to throw them away. He has other things he has to build.
I use my pellet grill primarily as a smoke and do my grilling on my kettle. Do you agree a pellet grill is best suited as a low and slow smoker? Daniel, that's a tricky question there. Do I agree that a pellet grill is best suited as a low and slow smoker? I would say that's tough. On one hand, I would say yes, because what I have found is everything that I cook, this is going to be cool. That's a good question. What I have found is that I have adjusted my cooking style on pellet smokers. So in other words, stuff that you would normally cook fast, hot and fast, like steaks, like hamburgers. Those are the two main ones. I still cook them on my pellet grills. But for me, because all the rave and all the questions and all the hoopla with steaks and pellet grills is you can't sear on them. Or if you do, they've got a special searing station and all that stuff. I don't worry about that crap. If I want a good steak, some of the best steaks I've ever had have been smoked on my pellet smokers. They have been tender. They have been cut with a fork tender. And they've also been that reddish mahogany color because of all the smoke they got. Still cooked to the internal temp that I liked. But again, burgers. Instead of doing hot and fast burgers, I do the no flip type burgers, like we were talking about with the hamburger steaks. And so that's how I choose to do the burgers, the hamburger steaks, my steaks. So I guess in a way you're right. I don't do a whole lot of hot and fast. I rarely cook anything. Now that you think, now I think about it, over, I never go over 350 on my pellet grills, ever. Rarely 300 or higher.
Good night, Robert.
So, that's a good point. At the same time, can you grill? You can grill. I mean, I've done a video. Can you grill on a pellet grill? Yes, you can. That's one of my best videos. As a matter of fact, I don't really know why, but you can grill. I just choose not to do so. I think I agree with you. I think it does fit more of the low and slow type stuff for the most part, But I will also say that anything that you can cook in your oven, you can cook in your pellet smoker. Now, some of the other guys say, yeah, that's all it is, the easy bake oven. I'm not going to go that far because there is a lot of smoking involved and all that stuff too. It's far beyond easy bake oven, but I would kind of agree with that. That's a great question. Yeah, I mean, like my Grilla Grill, it'll get up to over 500 degrees. A lot of them will. So Rhonda's that she just got, it'll get up to 500. So Robert, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. What else we got? My Silverbac is my outside oven all summer. Yeah, I agree. I've done cakes. I've done bread. What else have I like? Oh, calzone. I did a calzone one time that turned out really good. A braided calzone. Not a calzone, a stromboli. Turned out great on there. I mean, you can do pizzas on there. Anything like that, keto muffins I did on there, biscuits, anything like that. And I've done that before, did low and slow on the, I think I did a tri-tip. I've got a tri-tip video. I did low and slow on the pellet grill and then seared it on the Watchman stove. And Austin Harley does, my brother does dump cakes on there all the time. Now, you should have closed her up halfway through.
Stop it.
Yeah, dump cake, all that stuff. I mean, you can do the range of foods that you can cook on a pellet smoker. I mean, it is impressive. It is impressive and relatively easy. So, and I've got that Stromboli video on my channel. It's a good ways back. We just search Stromboli, I think is what it was called, and go back there and check it out. It turned out really good. Yeah, love me some sausage gravy.
Calzone.
I think it was Stromboli. So that's good stuff. And that's about all I had on my list. So I'm getting adventurous on my Pit Boss vertical smoker. I've been baking everything on it and haven't had bad food yet. Like I say, you know, really anything that you can bake in the oven, you can bake on there. Matt, that is no problem. Matter of fact, Matt, I want you to post the name of your site on here for everybody to check out. If you need any kind of, and when I say custom sign, I mean legit. I mean, I'm doing signs like this, you know. If y'all need something like this, please let me know. I've got them for Chimps, I've got them for Traegers, I've got them for Grilla, I've got regular barbecue signs. You know, I could do a, you know, Russ Jones is the president of YouTube barbecue or something. But I mean legit CNC type signs. Y'all need to check Matt out. There it is right there. Sign and Wood Creations LLC on Instagram. Y'all check him out. Beautiful stuff. And I mean beautiful. Great work. So Sign and Wood Creation LLC. Sign and Wood Creations LLC. Really good stuff. So I've got the fat finger problem too, Matt. But y'all check him out. Really cool. So good stuff. He does have skills. He really does. I appreciate you, Matt. I appreciate all you guys. Everybody that's on here. I appreciate every single one of you. And you guys are the ones that have made doing this live stuff fun. You know, I was a little worried. You know, most of the time when we get on here, whether it's me on Sunday morning or me and Brandy, because she doesn't get up on Sunday mornings, but on Wednesday nights, you know, most of the time there's 4 or 5 people that have already started talking on here before we even go live. And tonight it was like crickets. And then Dave C got on there and was talking to himself for like 3 minutes. And I thought, well, I guess we'll talk to Dave because nobody else is getting on here. But man, this is a great crowd tonight and great questions. I love it. So this is what it's all about. What are prospects for some white Jus Piddlin coffee mugs? John, that's a great question. I appreciate the question. And I need to get some more coffee mugs. Here's the problem that I have, John. And I know I've mentioned this before. Trying to do merchandise myself, it's a rewarding thing, but it's also a tasking thing. And it's harder than it is if you get, you know, another company to do it or something. And so, like right now, my irons are in the fire for these hats. You know, look, I got a whole box of these hats right here waiting on patches waiting on these patches so that my beautiful wife can stitch them on to those hats. And then I can put them on the website to sell. Well, it has seemed to be a difficult task to get the patches made, and I'm trying to get the patches made. They're supposed to be being made this week. I may go a different route later on and, just start doing them myself, whether it's hot branding or whatever, the leather patches. But I do like the leather patch. I want to keep the leather patch. But anyway, long story short, I'm waiting on those patches to be made so I can pay for those patches to get those made and then sell the hats. And then after I sell the hats, maybe I can buy the mugs. So then I can sell the mugs and then buy more shirts so that I can sell the shirts and buy more something else that I'll plan to get on the website. So that's kind of how it's working out. I really want to get some more mugs on, and it's very doable. Would you like to get white, or would you not? Would you like black, white and orange, black and orange? Y'all let me know. And after the hats, that'll be the next thing that happens. If the hats sell good, I'd like to order more hats. I've got the hat distributor down. I just need to get the leather patches down. So
my fingers are ready, Matt, whenever we get the patches.
Mike's still worried about him watching somebody else. I know a leather guy who I can put you in contact with if necessary. Matt, I appreciate that, and I may do that. I may do that, and I'm serious. I just need somebody.
He's triggered.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. Black and orange or white with black logo. White with black logo. That'd be different. Good idea, Stephen. Most tactical AR-15 ever. Post by my pal Hijack86. You'll enjoy it. Appreciate that, Gregor. I'm not going to vent too long. I'm going to make this story short, and then I'll let you guys get back to your lives that I've ruined for an hour and a half. This is a pet peeve of mine, one of many, evidently. But everybody in this area always talks about how you should shop local first. And all you guys, I know some of you live in big cities. But if you're a small town guy, you live in a small town, I know you've heard that before. People in your local area talking about shop local businesses first, right? But then you try to shop local businesses first. And what you find is either everything costs twice as much, or if you're in my case and is trying to, start some type of little business yourself, what you end up finding is you're better off doing it your damn self. And so, and I'm not saying any names because that's not the purpose of this. I'm not talking bad about anybody. I just want to let you know, I'm frustrated. And there's a lot of people, I'm assuming, out there that's frustrated with this stuff. I talked to a local business about hats, and I had I knew, I'm sure y'all are aware that I do a lot of research on stuff that I'm going to get involved with. And I already knew what hat I wanted, what brand of hat I wanted, what style of hat I wanted. But the local business didn't sell that type of hat. They sold something similar. But they said, well, if you want that hat, brand, style, then I'll research that and tell you what price that I can get that hat for you for. Okay, perfect. Month?
3 weeks.
3 weeks goes by. Nothing. Hadn't heard nothing. And we actually are acquaintances with somebody that works there. Even mentioned it. Still nothing. So, you know what? Piss on it. I'll go buy my own damn hats. And I researched, I found a company, and I'm getting these hats cheaper than what I would have got them for anyway. So Now I'm happy I did because these hats were great. This company got them to me in a week, and I was able to order multiple color combinations with my minimum order, which was awesome. I wouldn't have been able to do that otherwise anyway. So great. Now I got my hats. Well, I'd already been sent these sample patches. Awesome. I just ordered 12 hats. I need 12 patches. Cool. That was the response I got. Cool. That was on April 6th. What's the date?
Today's the 8th.
That was on April 6th. Today is May 8th. I don't know. So now I have looked into, because I can't afford a $10,000 laser engraver, I have looked into a heat brander where I can brand leather. So, and this is just the type of person I am. If I can't find somebody that is going to do it the way I want it, when I want it, and how I want it, then I'm going to do it my damn self. And so if I've got to go kill a cow and skin it and tan it in my backyard and cut it and dye it and brand it and sew it myself, that's what I'm going to do before I sit here twiddling my thumbs waiting, because we're supposed to shop local. And I'm going to need a piss load of coffee, Fred.
No, I'm going to need the coffee to survive.
But seriously, it is to the point where if you shop local, the local business owners feel like they are doing you a service by offering what they have to you. So you should just take it at whatever price that they want to give it to you, and then you'll get it whenever they decide to give it to you. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So I've
Harley, killing cows in your backyard is illegal.
Well, it ain't the first time I've been locked up, brother.
Oh, that's not good. Wait a minute.
So that, and I'm getting off the box.
Matt, send him your contact, and Justin, send him your contact if you don't mind.
About to buy a laser engraver. Hey, what? I'm serious. I'm serious about that. That's literally.
He's already looked at it.
I mean, that's literally the way I am. And again, guys, I can't find the stuff I want local other than seafood. That's about it. I order everything else. And this is honest now. You ask her if one of you guys order this sign right here tonight, this sign is going to be packaged, ready to ship before I go to bed tonight. That's what I want other people to be like that I'm ordering from. I don't think that's too much to ask. So
yeah, you got Mike wants to know what locked up before.
What?
Details.
Oh, no, Mike. No. And I'm not surprised that Mike Tabor asked that question, but I'm not going there, Mike. But I can tell you it wasn't my fault. And it was probably Harley's fault.
No.
And I'm not going there.
Austin thinks Piddlin branding.
Just Piddlin branding iron would be, yeah. And I've already looked it up and know who I would get it from and all that.
Research is done.
I'm that close to pulling the trigger on that, and I'll be branding everything. So
Harley wants 50 signs.
Well, I tell you what, they're going to be boxed up tonight, brother, and it's going to be a big damn box, and it's coming to your doorstep with a bill. So there you go. for a signed giveaway if you wish. Please watch that post. Gregor, man, I'll watch that post. Man, I appreciate that very much. A signed giveaway. That sounds good. I'll figure out how, who should I give it away to? How should I give it away? I don't know how I would actually do. That's one thing I've never gotten into is giveaways. I see a lot of channels doing giveaways. I don't know how I would decide how to, Gregor's going to get me on another soapbox. You know what I hate about giveaways? People have a giveaway on like Instagram. But here's what you got to do to enter the giveaway. I want you to like my page. I want you to share my page. I want you to tag 3 people in the post. Then I want you to go to Facebook and like my page on there and share that page. And then I want you to go to somewhere else and send me an email. Good. I mean, I follow directions pretty well, but I can't even follow all that. So I've never entered a giveaway because I don't want to go through all that. So if I do have a signed giveaway, it's just going to be, hey, shoot me your name and you're entered. That's all it's going to be. I'm not making you jump through hoops to do a giveaway. So, Gregor, thank you very much. I'll figure out something to do a signed giveaway. That's pretty cool. And thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. We got comments going on. Whoa. Hideous shirt. Oh, Justin said, boom. Fred said, boom. Respect. I'm humbled and proud to roast for you. This is the best channel on the internet. Fred, I appreciate that, man. I don't know about the best on the internet, but I probably got the best folks on the internet. I believe that. I appreciate that. And Fred, they're the same kind of folks that are ordering Iron Bean coffee. Fred, this might be the only live stream since we started our relationship that I hadn't been drinking Iron Bean coffee.
I'm drinking it.
Brandy's drinking.
That's twice a day, every day.
Like she's on her second pot of coffee. Yeah, I can't follow the, I don't want to jump through 12 hoops to do a giveaway. If I ever see a giveaway like that, I just never join it because I just feel like if I'm gonna do a giveaway, then I'll just do a giveaway. I don't want people to have to be a. I feel like I have to have a. I need to have a master's degree in computer technology to do all that stuff. I'm not that savvy.
Fred, by the way, I love the new coffee cups that you just come out with. Both of them was good. I like the red, white, and blue, even though green's my favorite color.
And the stickers with the green.
Love the stickers with the green.
And I just gave my brother Harley one of the stickers with the green, and he's going to put it. He just got a new trailer through Traeger, and he got a new barbecue cart, and he's going to put that sticker on his barbecue cart. I like that. That was a good touch. Fred, I appreciate that, man. Got swamped for a few days with that Memorial Day mug stuff, but I stopped everything to watch you guys. That's awesome, man. Thank you. And I know you guys are busy, way busier than we are, and we appreciate you guys.
They've gone through like 12 logos.
Yeah.
I love
it's awesome.
It's with a Y, Mike, just like the song.
Kind of hard to do now. Yeah. Took down private messages. Yeah, that's right. But Russ, you've done several giveaways. I mean, I need a simple way. Matter of fact, I may just announce on Facebook that next Wednesday night live stream, anybody that chimes in on a comment will be entered in to receive a free Jus Piddlin barbecue sign. How about that?
Matt, it's just the he's on Instagram.
So that might be what I do. And what we'll do is after the live stream is over, I'll go back. We'll write down all the names of everybody that commented, and that'll be the entry list for the new sign. How about that?
Okay. So he's in Canada.
That's what we'll do. You cook for a living. That is fun, not busy. Stephen, that's true, but actually that's kind of half true now because it has gotten to be a busy deal. Me and, again, Russ is 57 times bigger than I am, and I can't imagine what he does. But, just that, the pork butt video, it was a short video. It took me 2.5 hours to edit that thing. It's crazy.
Fred.
We'll donate coffee for your giveaway. Man.
Cast iron. That's my favorite.
Fred, that is awesome, man. That's awesome.
And Harley said do a live giveaway.
Do a live giveaway. When people log on the live stream, they are entered and the drawing is done live at the end. Would we be able to keep up with the names that quick, though? That might be hard. That's the only thing I'm worried about is, would we be able to keep up with all the entries fast enough to be able to do that?
It automatically does it.
No, it's not. I doubt it.
Good night, Matt. Thanks for the information.
Matt, thank you, man.
Have a good rest of the week.
It's turning into another full-time job. It is. Sometimes Saturday, Sunday, I'm in here, or I'm planning another video, or something like that. So like before I edited the video the other day, I got on my computer, but then I started checking messages first, and I spent the first 45 minutes answering emails and Instagram messages and Facebook messages about questions and stuff. So
I'm sure I can handle everybody's name.
I don't know. They come on here pretty fast.
Well, I can remember more than one at a time. Most fun is a trivia question about Jus Piddlin.
Most fun is a trivia question.
That would be interesting.
A trivia question.
What's my go-to pellet?
What's my go-to pellet?
That would be one of the questions.
What's my go-to pellet?
And then he says the community will see
the correct response and manage it for you.
Good night, Jace. Have a good evening.
We need to talk about that, Fred.
Amen, Mike. Amen. I knew I liked you for a reason.
What? Women are Mike. You and Harley are about the same. Y'all are both instigators.
No, they're true.
Yeah, I need to figure something out, Fred. Fred, you can help me out with that, maybe. Figure out a way to do it. It would be cool to do it live. A live entry and giveaway.
Ask us a question.
Oh, okay. Ask you guys a question.
Yes. Like what Fred said.
Oh, that would be easy.
What would be your go-to pellet?
Oh man, that would. I don't have a go-to pellet. I just use whatever's in the hopper.
Oh my gosh, you're giving everything away. Shh.
I would have to ask something that they should know, but then it's just like super obvious. That's good though. I'm gonna have to. And Harley, you can't enter. Harley can't enter. He would know it. Fred, that's good.
But not too easy. His brain's not going to shut off until.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That I may do that. We will have a live stream next Wednesday night, and at the end of the live stream, I will ask a question, and the first correct person to answer wins the sign. That's easy.
Okay.
I'm glad I thought of that. Fred, that was a great idea.
Only one question. One. Not 10. Only one.
Yeah, only one.
Yeah.
Only one.
So you have to get down to one.
It'll be interesting. I want a microphone by everybody's keyboard when they start typing. And somebody's going to say, my fat fingers got in the way. Matt, that's good. I like that.
Strums.
Fred ordering the red, white, and blue mug now. Awesome, Stephen. Awesome. Fred says you're a genius. A good question would be, what are the 7 P's for the performance? No. Well, that would be good because you can't join, Harley. Like, who is the most annoying commenter? That's a good one, Mike. That's a good one. That's good. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Fred, let me know when you get those women's shirts in because I'd like to have one.
That's good. We're gonna do that. Now I need to figure up a question, and I need to figure out what kind of sign I'm gonna make. What kind of sign? Or signs. There's going to be signs, stickers. It'll be something good. That'll be good. I'll probably incorporate some iron bean coffees, some iron bean coffee stuff on the sign as well. How about that? We'll do that. So a little barbecue, a little coffee on the sign. Yeah, we can do that. That's good stuff.
Just piddling around.
Or what if I did 3 questions?
No.
The first one to get 3 right.
No, 1. You make things complicated.
I want to make it a little harder.
No. 1.
I want to have fun with that.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Fred, stick with 1. Yeah, we need to keep it simple for the Marine Corps guys. Fred. Oh. The chimp fell over. Oh, man, y'all gave me a lot to think about. Yeah, I won't be able to sleep tonight, no doubt about it. Durable sign. Russ, you gonna feel good in the morning. And then blame it on Jus Piddlin BBQ. Jus Piddlin Trivia Champion. that could. I tell you what it's going to be. Elvin, it's not going to be that. But Elvin, you did give me the idea. It's going to be, and I've never done one of these before, but it's going to be piddling ain't easy. That's going to be the Jus Piddlin part. And then we'll think up something for the iron bean coffee part, like, don't go gentle or whatever Fred wants it to be. It could be fueled by rage, whatever Fred wants it to be. It's going to be a 2-part sign. We're going to do it. That's going to be it. And it's going to be that sign because Rick doesn't want that one. So it's going to be the one that's it's not scratched, it's got character. Apprentice. Padawan. That's good. That's good. So that's what piddling ain't easy on one side. And then whatever what Fred's phrase is going to be on the other side.
Just Piddlin Nation.
Just Piddlin Nation and Iron Bean Nation. That could be good. That could be good.
Mike giving him too many ideas.
Jus Piddlin Nation and Iron Bean Nation.
First question, who does this?
Mind you of Misha. I love it.
Well, I don't know where they get that from.
Should I start calling you Misha?
No.
No?
My name is Brandy.
Oh, that's been fun. That's been fun. It's almost 2 hours. Holy cow. All right, guys. We're going to, what is muzzle velocity? 16 A2 service hour. Hell, I don't remember. 2,374. That's good.
I try to be, Mike. I try to be.
You can't go. I just opened a new beer. Okay, well, cheers.
I was supposed to be either a Jennifer or a Heather.
Oh, not a Heather.
Yeah, because I can't. Hope nobody's wife's name's Heather, but I've had bad run-ins with Heathers through the years, so I'm glad I'm not a Heather. And then that song came on when my mom came out of the room, so that's why I'm named Brandy.
Yeah, I think we'll do that. I like the Jus Piddlin BBQ Iron Bean Coffee combo sign, if Fred's okay with that. I want to get permission from Fred before I make one of those like that. Not a question like boxer briefs or commando. I mean, we could do that. we could do that.
Grilling apron. That's
He's such a jerk. Harley, what's in your cup?
what up.
My man, aim them and claim them. Do they sell Iron Bean all over, or is it mail order only? Would like to try it. Iron Bean Coffee. Is it company? Hold on, Russ. Well, I mean, I don't know why I'm typing it in because Fred is right there, but ironbeancoffee.com. ironbeancoffee.com.
Straight out of Traeger.
And Russ, I would definitely recommend the cast iron coffee. The cast iron coffee is what's in that cup.
No, not anymore.
Used to be in that cup. Is off the chain. Off the chain. What was the first one? Integrity? No.
Yeah.
Was that the first one?
We've had Integrity.
Yeah.
Rage.
Rage is good too.
Mm-hmm.
Rage was good. Integrity's good. But that cast iron is like a.
We've got 2 stores in Indiana.
That Rage, I mean that cast iron is just it's the goat of all coffee. It really is. And their mugs, Russ, are amazing too. Well, the biggest thing though, Fred's a Marine Corps veteran. His partner's his wife, and they do it. I mean, he's roasting the beans right before he puts them in the bag and sends them to you. So it's not going to get any fresher. It's amazing. The service that you get from Paris Island has 2 S's, Harley. That's probably how they spelled it in 2nd Battalion, though. But the service that you get from Fred is the service that I'm talking about that everybody needs to provide. It's top notch. Top notch. And Russ, I've been meaning to actually make a coffee rub with some of their coffee and use it, and I'm still planning on doing that.
Like,
this is the longest live stream yet. It is, and Don't. I tell you. And you know, these live streams right here always take place when right before we're going to go on, Brandy says, "What are you going to talk about tonight?" And I say, I don't know. And every time I do that, they're always epic, like this, always. 3rd Battalion, India Company, Follow Series, Platoon 3044. Woo! Love it. Love it. Got the sticker on my truck. Tattoos. Not as many as Fred has, but I don't have the truck like Fred has either. Fred, I got to have the truck, man. I want to know the backstory on that truck. That truck's amazing. Yeah, Harlow's in 2nd Battalion. They got a lot watch. They got to watch like Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry and stuff while they ate chow and everything. Dean, thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. I mean, Hogan's Heroes. Hogan's Heroes is pretty good now. Spelling wasn't top of the list. Yeah, obviously. 1st Battalion. No, Fred. Fred, you did go to Paris Island, though, didn't you? With 2 S's.
You like the pacifier or Band of Brothers?
Band of Brothers, man. Band of Brothers is addicting. Band of Brothers. Somewhere I have the whole DVD set, the whole thing. And if I ever start the first one, it's got to go all the way to the end.
Hey, that would be a good shirt. Straight out of Paris Island.
Wow. Jus Piddlin BBQ. Iron Bean Coffee Company. Straight out of Paris Island. That's good. That's good. I mean, that's good. I don't know if everybody would appreciate it like we would, but it would still be good. I might make that just for my back porch. That's good. I like it. We were learning how to make the grass grow. Yeah. I went to Paris Island to pick up my friend after graduation. At least you've been there, Mike. At least you've been there. That's good stuff. All right, guys. I've got a lot of great ideas. My mind probably won't shut off tonight. Great stories. Just ordered a cast iron. Man, Russ, you're in for a treat. Real coffee. It's going to be freshly roasted.
You can smell it before you even open the box. It smells so good.
Fred, it's going to be freshly roasted, ain't it? Grab one of them bags, babe. So we can show Russ. It's amazing. And the box, when it comes, the aroma comes out of the fresh AF. It's going to be coming out of the box. It smells, and I always try to explain it, and I never do it justice. It's not like going into a Starbucks or some crap like that. Like if you found a hometown, here's the bag. But it's got this little one-way valve in the back that lets air out but doesn't let air in. But if you squeeze the bag, oh God. I mean, Fred, all you need is a cologne, cast iron cologne for men. I mean, you'd be a millionaire. That thing right there makes my mouth water. That stuff is excellent. But that smell in that bag is just like a it's kind of like a craft beer, but a craft coffee house. You know, where they've got the cool music playing and, you know, the ambiance of the coffee house and all that. That's the smell that you would get from that. Yeah, it's a big bag. Well, it's not as big as it needs to be because we run out. This will be gone by this weekend.
It will not. That's the second bag. The other bag's still in there.
Yeah. That stuff's good.
Fred, I love coffee, so I drink it.
Hey,
I know. That's why I'm talking to him.
I mean, I might agree with that. I might agree with that.
I mean, his pork butt's good, but I'm telling you, I love some coffee.
My butt does smell good. It does.
The one that's coming off the grill.
Good stuff.
I can smell it in Cincinnati.
I'm telling you, cast iron cologne for men. I'll even do the voice for the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Cast iron cologne for men. For men. I could get.
Oh, stop it.
Modern Times, it's in San Diego fittingly, and they are both amazingly craft brewers, and they sell coffee too. Wow. What about a barbecue / coffee house? What would that smell like? The aroma of a freshly cooked smoked pork butt, the aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans.
He does have a fat butt.
We got what?
I'm talking to Mike. Me and Mike's got it going on.
Jus Piddlin Live has gone off the rails.
Butts.
Off the rails.
Butts and coffee.
Butts and coffee.
Coffee rub butts.
Coffee rub butts.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing.
Coffee.
I love coffee rub.
Coffee rub butts.
Of course it's
Beans and butts.
Oh my gosh.
Beans and butts.
He needs to go to bed.
That's it. That's
Sam
epic.
Elliott. Oh my gosh, Harley. He is, woo. That's a good looking man.
He might could do the voice. Beans and butts.
No,
that's
weird.
Epic.
No.
Butts and beans?
No, I like coffee rub butts better than beans and butts. That doesn't sound very well.
Beans and butts. Big butts and coffee. We aim to please. Yeah, Russ has went back to the cooler about 4 times now. Big butts and beans. No.
Smoked coffee, wood pork.
What was that movie? Franks and Beans?
Of course, they would sell coffee.
Big butts and coffee.
Oh. We both have to teach tomorrow.
I like rub butts, and I can't. I wore the shirt yesterday.
Oh, love it. Oh, gosh.
I got a shirt with a pig on it. Harley gave it to me. It's got a pig on it, and it's got all the different parts of the pig. But at the top it says, I like pig butts, and I cannot lie. That would be the next shirt. I like rub butts, and I cannot lie. What about I like roasted butts? I like roasted butts, and I cannot lie. I don't have the same thing.
No, I like rubbed.
We've gone off the rails, officially off the rails.
So what's for dinner?
Yeah, Russ, it was probably my brother. He probably stole it from an Ace Hardware or something. This is good. It's been fun. Yeah. Okay, so we got the giveaway. I got to make a sign. I don't know what's going to be on it, but we do have what the contest thing is going to be. Well, I'm out of here. Got a lot to do tomorrow.
Good night, Harley. Love you.
Hey, try to rest a little bit. Take it easy tomorrow. Love you, man. Mike, good night. Mike's going to check out somebody else's channel now.
Good night, Mike.
Good night,
Thanks for the
Mike.
laughs.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. All right, guys, we're getting 2 hours and 10 minutes. This is bonkers. We're getting out of here and we're getting up a plan together for. We've kind of got what we're going to do for the contest, but we got to figure out the sign deal, and we're going to announce everything Sunday. Sunday. But I'll put it on Instagram. I'll put it on Facebook as well for the sign giveaway.
Good night, Justin.
Thanks again to everybody. Everyday barbecue. Yeah, I know it.
Good night, Fred.
Me and old Mike over there at Everyday Barbecue's got to have a little chit chat. Appreciate everybody.
Good night, Gregor.
Just rub it. Oh, man. Hey, seriously, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate every single one of you that come on here. Best subscribers, in my opinion, on YouTube. So this is the longest talk period I've ever been involved with. Ever. Fred, you and Chanel, y'all are the best. The best. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, we're out. And thank you for everything. Pay attention to Facebook, Instagram, and the Sunday morning show about the giveaway sign. And until next time, guys, thank you so much. You guys are the best. Keep piddling, because I know we will. Till next time,
Fred.
we'll be piddling. See you.